Hey everybody, it's been a while, but the collection rolls on. Um, it's going quite slow now, but I am still getting a few interesting things. First of all, you may remember that I showed a copy of The Snowy Day quite a while ago. This is a first printing with no dust jacket. It happens to be in the reinforced kind of library binding. Uh, I didn't quite realize that at the time I got it. I just kind of got it for fun, hoping I could maybe sell it, but wasn't able to sell it. So what I realized is that that binding is not the one you want. You want the actual cloth binding. I wish what I was showing you here was what I'm really after, but in fact, what I have are the second and third printings of probably the most difficult to find first edition. Um, Ezra Keats' The Snowy Day, and also my favorite Caldecott winner, and maybe my favorite illustrated book in general. Um, they say you should get as close as you can to what you want um, for the things that are going to be really problematic. And since this one no doubt will be, I decided to just get these. This is actually a fairly impressive third printing. Clearly, the second and third printings were much more common, but it was such a big hit that you know there's 10 printings in the mid 60s alone, I think. So, I mean, think about how many printings it has now. It's probably in the many hundreds of printings. So, everyone knows this book. I'm not going to bother to show much of it. Thought it might be interesting to show. Sorry, the second and fifth printing. So, this is the fifth printing from 1964. And I just wanted to get this because it was very cheap and very good condition. This has clearly been out of the light. It's not faded, really. It's possible that they... I'll show you the cloth binding here. Let me put the other one down. It's possible that this was out of its dust jacket, because if you see, you can see this is actually kind of faded, this cloth, but God, the cloth is such a nicer look, even this age and wear, versus the library binding. You see this is not price clipped. A really stellar jacket that may have been set aside somewhere. This jacket is not quite as good, and the sticker is coming off a bit. There's a little bit more rubbing, but substantially similar in quality overall. Again, not price clipped, and this cloth binding is remarkably perfect. I mean, there's a little bit of sunning at the top, but for a, God, this would be it's going to be between 50 and 60 years old soon. The fact that the cloth of this color and sort of texture is still dark is pretty amazing. Let me find a copy right here. This is the second printing in February of '63. It's possible that this printing also came out before the before it was awarded. I believe this is the 62 winner, 3 winner, which means maybe this is 62 winner. I forgot. God, I can't believe I didn't look that up quickly. I always forget which one it is. But anyway, very early. It might be worth me kind of adhering that a little better. But a remarkably bright, unfaded jacket for the age. First printings are incredibly difficult to find, and when they do come up, thousands and thousands of dollars. So those are just tiding me over for now. So two other things of interest. This is a great copy of Chanticleer and the Fox. Barbra Cooney won the Caldecott for this book in 1959, I believe, or 58, somewhere in there. She was already a fairly well-known illustrator. There's her signature right there. A little shady of the signature, but it actually is her signature. I've seen it in other books. It's not a beautiful signature. But this is a nice, mostly 3 or 4 color book. I mean, the book is in tremendous shape. It's got the $3 dust jacket. For something from the 50s, you can't get much better than this. It is a tale from the Canterbury Tales, as it says. So she didn't really write the story so much, but did illustrate it. It's a little bit sunned on the side, but I mean, considering this is white, as good as you're going to find for the age. Not a bad winner. Kind of typical of what was enjoyed at the time for illustrations. And one more to show is a partial, and you know how much I hate those. By the way, one more tidbit about Barbra Cooney. She won, this is definitely a 59 winner, I just recalled. She is a 2-time winner. If you'll recall, she won for Oxcart Man in 1980, so she actually won 2 Caldecotts 21 years apart from each other. And she also wrote another book after Oxcart Man and Illustrated called Miss Rumphius, which is a beautiful book and might be even more well-known than her other 2. Now, this is a very nice copy of Peter Spier's Noah's Ark. He does these kind of watercolory colored drawings. These very detailed, lot going on kind of images. The rear cover is also very cool with the whales. Remember that kind of burned into my eye. This is my mind's eye. This is the 1978 winner. He's a Dutch illustrator. He had another honor earlier in his career for The Fox Went Out on a Chilly Night, which is a nice illustrated book. It's called the 695. And I said this is partial because this is not signed. I haven't had good luck finding any signed copies of this, so I don't know how long that'll take. This is a really interesting book, beautiful. It's really just told with pictures. I mean, there's a lot going on in some of these illustrations. There's a lot of different viewpoints, a lot of different styles, some really intense and colorful, some kind of more monochromatic and lonely. It's a beautiful book, and there's a beautiful copy of it, and hopefully I will get a signed version of it at some point. So that's it for now. There's some more stuff possibly on the way. We'll see if it goes well, and I'll be back. Take care.